think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. Escapes the defender. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Flowers does a really good job there picking up a new set of downs, and he continues to build off his impressive rookie campaign that saw him record over 850 yards on the year. His competitiveness allows him to make a lot of what we call combat catches, taking balls away from defenders.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Well, the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. In motion right is Aguilar. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Play action. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. A first down carry for Henry. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 47 yards for Derrick Henry. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and they'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running with Elliott. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here going to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 33 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And Jackson throwing once more. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
In motion, Aguilar. Off the option, here's Henry.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw is Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will knot us up at 10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
Just a gain of a couple there. Headed 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's holding by Brandon Cooks.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. After the interception, here's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Now Jackson. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A short throw caught by Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, Jackson. They'll get this to Flowers, left side.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw again is Jackson.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll
turn this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Here now, 2nd and 4.
To throw is Prescott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Aguilar in motion left. Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards there for number 15.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here.
And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to Cooks. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Inside give to Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Prescott now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Prescott. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down, Ravens.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Aguilar in motion left.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. He may go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this 4th quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. Aubrey now for the point after.
It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hill shedding the tackle.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now here come the Ravens.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Running left, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Prescott. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, Prescott. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A big play looming on 3rd down. Now Dak. That is caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Dak. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. 10th carry now for Allen. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
A give to Elliott running left. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He's made one, and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. From the left hash, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why we get one more untimed attempt.
And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long.